This here is Johnny. His Christian name is Jonathan Tiberius Cockatoo.
Can I please have you say and spell your name?
Okay, my name is Justin Reed. Justinreed. This here is Johnny. His Christian name is Jonathan Tiberius Cockatoo. I don't know much about what's gone down besides what I've been told. I can tell you this much: ever since they started doing car shows over by living spaces, road rage has been off the charts.
Now, we know this incident to be a car versus bicyclist. Do you see a lot of bicyclists riding around this area? Do you see them often maybe going through red lights, going on the sidewalks, not wearing helmets? How often do you see cyclists, and is there anything that stands out to you about the way they ride around here?
I'd say the most reckless is actually the people with the 4x4s. I do see a fair amount of cyclists, but the 4x4s seem to be the ones that are the worst offenders of what goes on around here when it comes to road rage. And it's been consistent for the better part of 2 years. I've lost count how many times I've been tailgated.
Now, with this area, you said that there's a lot of street takeovers and stuff of that nature. Is there any particular spot that you would accredit to where most of the gatherings happen? Is it just over the general area around here? Is there a specific spot they like to hang out? And how many would you say show up? Are we talking 50 people, 100 people?
On Saturday, I would say it's off the charts. I couldn't give you a good calculation, but I can tell you it's very high. Most of it is north and south on 67th Avenue, around the Bell Road, Union Hills, Greenway area where the road rage happens. A lot of it's really late at night.
And as we mentioned earlier, we noticed that there was a memorial just a couple feet away from this individual who's just passed away at this accident scene. Have you personally seen a large presence of situations like this where there's police actually shutting down roadways entirely for investigations and accidents and stuff like that? And how often would you say you see it?
As far as a shutdown like this, it's been a good handful of months, but as far as accidents go, frequently. I would go as far as say, on average, maybe around 67th and Bell, north, south, and east and west, around that area. That's. I don't know what the solution is. Maybe stricter regulations. But the worst of the worst is usually on Saturday nights.
And one more question for you: if you were to give a word of if you were to give your 2 cents to someone who might be listening to this, who might be someone who goes for a nightly jog or goes out for a late night bike ride, what would your words of your thoughts be to them, given how frequent you've seen situations like that?
Be a homebody. I had plans tonight, and now I don't think it's going to happen. But he probably won't complain, because he gets more quality time with me. So.
Anything else you'd like to add, sir?
No, that's about it. Like I said, the biggest culprit of a lot of what you see around this area is the car shows on Saturdays.
So when the car shows happen, do you see a lot of classic cars, or
you see? Here's the thing. As a spectator, it's a good time.
Sure.
But usually after things kind of clear out, the people who there's. I don't know who I could point the finger at. I don't think alcohol is the problem. I think it's just showing off is the problem. I went, no, I'm not in the cockpit, so your guess is as good as mine on that one.
So do you hear a lot of screeching, donuts?
I do hear a lot of screeching. I can hear people going up and down the road really fast. It's ridiculous, and I wish there was something more that could be done to get people to be more, I miss the days when I was young, and if I thought about driving with expired tags, I'd get pulled over. These guys go 110 miles an hour,
So I noticed they kind of reduced the speeds within your neighborhood by putting speed bumps up.
Right.
Still see speeding cars come through?
Well,
here?
actually, through here, not so much. It's mostly north and south.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Reed.
All right. Johnny, say good night.
Mr. Johnny.
Oh, you hear me? Okay.